Early on, what did you make of the 80 minutes?
Yeah, look for shorts really. I thought we had little patches where we started to get a little bit of momentum and a little bit of continuity, and we looked pretty good. And then we miss a breakdown or let them on the ball or lose the ball in contact, and just sort of took the pressure valve off a little bit. A little bit mixed around some of the core stuff that you have to get right in games around the scrum, the line out, etc. So plenty to work on. Some good things around getting some guys who haven't had a lot of game time, a little bit of exposure. Guys like Sam Derry coming back after a long injury was able to get some minutes. So, probably the performance sort of reflected the week. It was a bit of a muddled week with bits and pieces around our ability to train well, I suppose, and we went able to get a good training weekend, and it probably showed in the way we played.
Did you put any of it down to the lack of combinations and those new players coming in?
A little bit of that. I thought we just looked a bit fatigued at the end there, and whether sort of the illness sort of kicked in. We had a lot of gastro this week, and some guys were looking pretty pale and fatigued, and whether that played a part, I'm not sure, but we definitely didn't have a lot of energy in the tank. We weren't. We stumbled over the finish line, that's for sure. A few guys were saying that they were finding it pretty hard after a pretty stunted week in terms of training.
It's frustrating not to get a bonus point out of that one.
Yeah, it was frustrating. We had a lot of opportunities to score a lot more points. We had overlaps that we didn't execute, and there's plenty to work on. But we got the win, and we'll take it, and we'll bank the 4 points, and obviously next week's the Chiefs in a short turnaround, so we'll get a big influx of players back into the squad this week, and we'll refocus in on the job at hand.
Harry, how did you find the game out there?
Yeah, Rangy's pretty much touched on most of it. I think there were some really good parts, and some parts that we as players recognised out there that weren't up to scratch, and we were creating a lot of good passages of play, but probably let down by a few breakdown errors, and probably just lack of skill, not so much the lack of effort or anything like that. So that's probably how it felt out there.
Leon, how did you think Stevie went at 10?
Yeah, I thought he was very good. I thought he looked really good. We were able to get some good go-forward ball, and he was running onto the ball, taking the line on. I think he looks really dangerous, and he was kicking the ball really well out of hand. And I think both Harry and Stevie did a really good job driving the team around and throughout the week as well. So I think he'd be pretty happy with his performance, and he shows that he's he's a fantastic attacking option for us at 10. He does like to take the line on, which is great.
Leon, are there any injury concerns? A couple of guys looked a bit.
Yeah, we did. Josh Fusitua came off. I think the gastro bug hit him just before half time, and he ended up getting caught short nearly. Bryce Heames, he limped off as well. So hopefully Josh is a quicker turnaround. I'm not sure about Bryce. We haven't found out yet.
So how many guys actually had the gastro?
I don't know. It was quite a few, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harry, for you, was it your first game in like a year or something?
Yeah, last game was round 2 against the Chiefs.
Yeah, so how did you find it personally, the pace, the physicality, everything, just what was that like for you?
Yeah, it was obviously fast and physical. I think the thing about the Blues is that we train that way anyway, so sometimes it feels like we come to a game and it's the same intensity that we train at 2 days up from a game, so it was definitely a lot faster, and I think Rangy's right. I think we started to limp a little bit at the end, and whether that comes down to the gastro or boys just not quite knowing their abilities, I guess, was probably one thing. But personally, it was good to get it under the belt. Not perfect, but hopefully there's more chances coming forward.
Yeah, you've been through a lot to get here, haven't you? So is there an element of satisfaction that you can kind of put this one behind you and just get back to normality now?
Yeah, I'm quite a competitive person, so I like the thought of banking that one, but it leaves me wanting more, I guess. It's been a long journey, but everyone gets injuries and it's how you deal with them. So I guess for me it's just trying to build on what I did well and work on what I didn't, and hopefully go again.
Leon, apart from the guys that you rested, did you get anyone back from the injury crew, Kira or Patrick?
Yeah, like Akita's definitely not. Patrick's getting closer, you know. We'll be seeing how he goes over the next little while, and yeah, whether he's available for next week, we're not quite sure yet. But there's an outside chance, so that'd be nice. And just trying to think if we have anybody else. No, I suppose today, Sam Darry's been out for a long period of time. To get him some minutes at the end's been really useful for him, and it's going to put him in contention as well next week. So that's good. And it was nice to see him knock. He's been on come back from a long injury as well, and so his first day, big hit out for him, and good to get him some minutes as well.
Someone like Anton Segner, how much do you think he can continue to grow in his rugby IQ, and I guess given the way he developed into the game?
Yeah, I think his game's really taken off, even from what we're seeing this year from last year. I think his physicality's definitely got up. His ability to carry through the line, and his defence. He's starting to hit a bit harder in the tackle, and we know how good he is over the ball, and natural leader as well. He's got a voice, so it was really exciting to see him thrive. It's that 7 position's a tough position, and we know we need 3 good 7s, and he's shown us that he can do a good job for us here.
Leon, thoughts on the Chiefs this week? A bit of a Saturday night blockbuster in Hamilton, isn't it?
Yeah, exciting. Yeah, it's exciting. We love that challenge. It's definitely one of the games that guys get up for. Hamilton's a place we like to go there and win at. It's one of the better feelings in rugby. So look, we'll turn this around really quickly. Like I said, we're going to have probably about 13 new players turning up Monday. We're pretty fresh after a break. We're pretty excited about the week ahead, and there's a lot of guys that will be better for the hit out today as well. So pretty exciting week ahead.
Do you recognise though that it's a tough task the way they're playing and the level they seem to have gone to?
Yep. We we know that we can play a game that can beat them if we're on, and there's areas we'll be better at, have to be better at, we know that, but definitely don't think we're backing ourselves to go there and get a job done.
Was there something that what you were looking for after the previous weekend going into the next one?
Was there what?
Sorry, was this something that you were looking for from your team, having in mind what happened last week, coming into the next one?
No, we spoke. It was a very new group, and we just wanted to come together as a team, and try and put a cohesive performance. And whether we got that or not, we probably didn't quite get there. But we'll take the win and we'll move forward. And banking wins is what it's about in this competition.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Let's grab the fourth. Cheers, Ring. Cheers, Gary.